you know how like somebody you angry at a kid. I'm a fighter. If I touch you in any kind of way, like as far as I'm gonna hurt you. So it wasn't that. It was just me removing her from that situation that she didn't.
Finally, Gervonta Davis has talked about the lawsuit against him and the latest news about his fight with Jake Paul. Tank says that one of his ex-girlfriends, who is doing everything she can to ruin his career, made up the details of the lawsuit.
Is there any like positive reassuring things that maybe you can, in a situation of a fighter who's, the whole world's against them at the moment, and kind of
just stay prayed up, talk to God, you know what I mean, and keep the faith. That's all that counts, and God will see you through.
Awesome, appreciate it.
Yeah.
Tank says that his ex-girlfriends are getting more and more desperate in their attempts to get money from him. Women I've been close to in the past are getting more and more desperate to get money from me. And it's happening before another fight, just like last time. It's not true at all. I'm also working closely with my team to make sure that everything is taken care of before my fight in 2 weeks. The fight is still going on, and I appreciate that this season will respect my privacy.
And once I seen her, I grabbed her by her neck. I just told her, I grabbed her like I should, like, you gotta get out of here, type thing. Like, and I probably was wrong for doing that. I was wrong for doing that. But it was so much of it. Not me trying to hit her or...
Calvin Ford, Gervonta Davis's coach, told USA Today that Davis is doing well and that the lawsuit came as a surprise. Jake Paul also said his team would review the situation before taking action. Most Valuable Promotions released a statement saying it has begun investigating the civil case filed in Miami-Dade County on October 30th, 2025, and will gather information before deciding next steps. The company added that it condemns all forms of violence and will handle the matter with care and fairness to all parties involved. Courtney Russell, his ex-girlfriend, filed the lawsuit on October 30th. It says he hit her, held her against her will, kidnapped her, and caused her emotional distress on purpose. According to the lawsuit, Russell worked as a VIP cocktail waitress at Toots's, a men's club. Davis is said to have broken into the club and attacked Roselle at 4:15 a.m. on October 27th. She says Davis hit her in the garage and then choked, grabbed, and dragged her through the kitchen stairwell and back exit. Roselle says she had been seeing Davis in secret for 5 months, but she says Tank hit and choked her several times and threatened to kill her twice.
Tank Davis did something awful again, and no, it wasn't scheduling another fight with Jake Paul. He beat a woman again, and once again, I'm not talking about Jake Paul. If you know Tank Davis, you know he has a lot of run-ins with the law. This is actually a civil suit over a certain criminal case that was dropped earlier.
Davis is said to have told her that he would kill her on September 2nd if she didn't answer his calls or texts. Davis then threatened her again on September 23rd, saying Russell was cheating on her and sending her a text that said, "I'll kill you." Davis hit her in public at a restaurant called Playa Miami the same day. The lawsuit also says that Davis called Roselle an hour after the October 27th incident and said, "I'm wait away. Hoya house." Roselle believes he was going to her house to hurt her again. Because of the abuse, Roselle says she has severe PTSD and is constantly afraid for her life. She has sought therapy and medical care after the abuse, according to the lawsuit, and she needs help with everyday living.
He's been dressing up while watching Scary Bull Race. And lo and behold, breaking news. I just saw this here thanks to my agent Neville, who sent me this. Chris Mannix, love you, boy. That's my brother. He posted that Jake Paul is looking.
Inquiries on the fight status were not answered by Davis's camp or Most Valuable Promotions, according to ESPN. It's radio quiet from all parties, and Deja V Tank fans and she is the boxing community waiting to see how Davis's latest legal troubles play out.
Proven guilty. This looks really bad for him. While all the details aren't out, we know the details from the original case, which was basically a shut case with a lot of evidence that he did it. That, along with his prior incidents, innocent until proven guilty, but yeah.
Chris Manx of Sports Illustrated reported that Jake Paul's team is actively searching for a replacement opponent for the November 14th card, sharing the update in a post on X. This comes as Gervonta Davis faces ongoing legal issues, contrasting with his recent statements about focusing on his mental health. The lawsuit could bring serious consequences for Davis both in and out of the ring, and may put the Paul vs. Tank event at risk.
But from my understanding, it's a civil suit that probably could turn into worse. A woman who is a waitress at a club. So I don't know all the details. You guys can check the details, but
reports indicate that Gervonta Davis's legal troubles have put his exhibition match with Jake Paul in doubt, prompting a search for a new opponent. Ryan Garcia has emerged as a potential replacement, though it's unclear if he'll pursue the opportunity. His promoter, Oscar de la Hoya, who previously worked with Paul's Most Valuable Promotions, is reportedly against the idea.
So why is this coming up again? Well, now we talk about Jake Paul. There were a lot of theories that the reason the original charges got dropped, despite it being pretty clear that he was gonna get convicted, was he convinced her to stop pressing charges so that he can actually schedule this Jake Paul fight. Because it was announced the day after.
Still, Elle reported broadcast tie-ups make a direct matchup a noticeable challenge. De La Hoya's announcement coincides with new rumors that Garcia will return to fight welterweight champion Mario Barrios. When I wake up, reporters phone to inquire about Jake Paul, and Ryan Garcia addresses Oscar de la Hoya directly. The video, which explains why the Garcia-Paul battle is not possible, was posted on social media by Fight Hub TV. The Golden Boy honcho says Ryan Garcia fights 4 days ENN, and Jake Paul battles on Netflix. That's essentially the conclusion.
What's up, guys? Happy Saturday. So I wake up to calls from reporters asking me about Jake Paul and Ryan Garcia. Let me just tell you why this fight is not going to happen. Ryan Garcia fights for DAZN, and Jake Paul fights on Netflix. I mean, that's pretty much the bottom line. Golden Boy has a contract with DAZN. Ryan Garcia has a contract with Golden Boy. And that's just the way it is. I mean, this is business. You know,
De La Hoya described how business operates, anticipating a bluster from Ryan Garcia. Golden Boy has a contract with DAZN. Golden Boy has a contract with Ryan Garcia. And that's the reality. This is business. After all, Ryan Garcia will likely go on a tirade, stating things like, "Oh, you're keeping me from making money and this and that and fighting. No, you must." He emphasized that you must follow the law and the regulations. From Oscar de la Hoya's perspective, the boundary is obvious. There can't be a dozen Netflix crossovers. He alluded to providing an update on Ryan Garcia's upcoming battle very soon, maybe foreseeing how the announcement might lower fan spirits.
I didn't want to rant saying, "Oh, you're keeping me from making money and this and that and fighting." No, you have to go by the law, by the rules. You have a contract with DAZN. You have a contract with Golden Boy. It just doesn't happen that way. So anyway, until next time, we'll see you Saturday for Virgil Ortiz. But again, Ryan Garcia's next fight will be announced by me, who he's fighting, and when he's fighting next.
If Jake Paul's team can't secure Ryan Garcia, Anthony Joshua might be another option, though he's reportedly in talks for a fight in Ghana against Gerald Miller. Earlier this year, Paul publicly criticized the former heavyweight champion. Meanwhile, Gervonta Davis continues to face legal issues, including past arrests in 2020 and 2022 related to domestic disputes and recent allegations of abuse made by a former partner.
What was your take on the Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight? What was your opinion on that?
It was alright, you know. It's kind of like what it was.
Mr. Fake.
You know.
If Jake Paul calls you for early next year, is that what you wanna do?
Yeah, let's run that.